we have our recognitions and reports.
So this evening, we are honored to recognize a staff member whose quick thinking during a crisis facilitated student safety. Leading the recognition is Chief Communications Officer, Ms. Madeline Nablet. Welcome, Madeline.
Good evening. Thank you, everyone. This is one of our favorite parts of the evening, not to overshadow the wonderful resolution we had before and all of those after. With that, I would like to I'd like to invite up to the lectern several folks who are here this evening. I would start with Desiree Fisher and Sarah Mitchell. If you would come up. And if I could also welcome Miss Tracy Hernandez and family, as well as the Ochoa Ortega family. Go ahead and you can stand here in front of the screen as we recognize Miss Tracy Hernandez for some incredible work that she did not that long ago. So with that, I will turn it over to Miss Sarah Mitchell, and we'll go from there.
Good evening. I'm Sarah Mitchell, and I'm the Assistant Principal of Eyestone Elementary. I have the honor of recognizing Tracy Hernandez today. Tracy is a lifelong Wellington resident. She was a graduate of Poudre High School, and all 5 of her children attended Poudre School District schools. So she's a bit of a staple around Wellington. And her husband. I always love seeing Tracy. She always has a smile. She's just so sweet, and the students just adore her. I don't think I've ever heard anybody speak ill of you. What really stands out is that Tracy calls her writers her kids. So any conversation we've ever had, she refers to them as her kids. In late December 2023, an early morning call came in that a student on her bus was unresponsive. When the bus arrived at school, I got on board, and Tracy was actively caring for him by holding his hands and gently shaking him to keep him awake. She told me that while on the bus ride, she noticed that he was dozing off and looked unresponsive. But at this point, she also had a whole bus full of students. At each stop, she would check on Lucas and ensure that he was breathing and responsive. She did this many times before arriving at school, while also ensuring that the rest of the students got to school safely. Once emergency personnel arrived at our school, she continued to care for Lucas even after they'd arrived. We stayed on the bus for probably another 45 minutes, giving them a play-by-play of exactly what she had noticed, and Lucas, who is right there. That's Lucas. And he was a sick little puppy. So throughout the entire situation, Tracy kept her composure this entire time. She was driving a many-ton vehicle while keeping all of these children in her care, and keeping them calm, which was the thing that really stood out to me, was that Tracy had an absolute calm about her. She knew exactly what to do. I got on and probably had more anxiety than she did, and it was just a beautiful thing to see her have so many roles in that hour-long period and be able to manage them all beautifully. So getting those students to school safely, as well as caring for a very, very sick child. Luckily, the emergency personnel showed up, and as you can see, Lucas is doing well. Yes, he's a happy little guy. So it's just we feel so lucky to have Tracy as part of our Eyestone family. And I know that Lucas and his family feel the same way. And they are so grateful for her quick thinking and her love of their child. So thank you, Tracy, for your love and genuine care, and for all of the families that you serve in our Wellington community. Thank you so much.
Good evening. So I would like to say a little bit, give you a little more background to Tracy. Personally, I'm a little biased. I think that all of our drivers are awesome and fantastic. However, some people really do stand out, and I get a little emotional. So she's been with us for about 15 years, and she has not, this is not her first rodeo of being in a situation where she has had to think quickly on her feet. We're trying to figure out what's going on with that, but she's our lifesaver. So I just want to say I am beyond proud of her and proud of the work that she does. This also shows you that all of the training that they get and all of the extensive stuff that they go through, it really does help in the long run, and it saves our students. So, thank you.
Hello, good evening. So I didn't plan a speech because I didn't know I was going to, but that's okay because I've never been told I don't talk, so I'm really good about that. As a matter of fact, you know, I did attend PSD, but on my report card it was always Tracy talks too much. So, yeah, I've been a bus driver for 15 years. I love my job. My husband and I, we've been married 32 years. We have 5 children, 6 grandbabies, and counting, I'm sure. But I love children, I do. And, you know, I wasn't there the day they were born, but when they're on my bus, they're mine. And the motherly instinct kind of kicked in that morning. I want to thank Desiree. Like she said, we have a great training program. You never want to be in that kind of situation, let alone it's not your own child, but I had good training, and it all came in to play. And I want to thank Sarah for being my first eyes on that bus when I got there. That was pretty scary, intimidating, but she thinks I was calm. I thought she was calm, so she kept my calmness going. And I want to thank Lucas's family. You see the parents from the bus stop every morning and every afternoon, but you don't have a lot of communication and talking and what have you. But from one mom to another, we get each other. And his mom and dad have done a great job raising the boys. I pick up Lucas and his brother at 6:30 in the morning, way out, almost to the end of our county, way up north. And it's kind of a tricky stop, you know, it's 6:30 in the morning, but they do a great job raising those boys, and the communication between us and how we get them on the bus safely every morning. And Antonio, you're a great brother. And Aida, I've known her for years and years and years, and even my husband's family has known her years and years back. So Wellington's a nice, tight little community, but I just wanted to thank them all that it's a great honor that I could stand up here and everybody's healthy, and that's my reward for sure. So that is all.